did a good job of valuing possessions, and that's a bright spot for us. And of course, we had a decent start, that kept us in the game. And I think tonight she did a heck of a job of making the adjustment and scoring the ball when she saw the opportunity. She took full advantage of it. Excel off the ball. She's a scorer. She can score the ball, whether it's inside, outside.
What would you do if you heard a fan wishing harm on a player? That's the situation that unfolded at a recent WNBA game, and it's got everyone talking. From CaitlincLark to Teresa Weatherspoon, this story's got more twists than a playoff game. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Picture this. The Connecticut Sun's arena is buzzing. Fans are on their feet, cameras are flashing, and everyone's eyes are on CaitlincLark. She's the rookie sensation, the one everyone's been waiting to see. But then, out of nowhere, a fan's voice cuts through the cheers. And what he says, it's not pretty, it's not just trash talk, it's straight up nasty. You know what's crazy? This one moment could have ruined everything. Clark's been killing it in the WNBA, but now all anyone can talk about is this fan. It's like, can we just enjoy the game? But hold on, because this story's about to get even wilder. We've got a coach who's not saying what you'd expect, and someone's about to lose their job. Yeah, you heard that right. Let's break it all down. Breaking it down, we've got to talk about this fan. You know how they say actions speak louder than words? Well, this guy's words were so loud, they're still echoing through the league. And CaitlincLark, she's in the middle of a storm she never saw coming. So picture this. The game's heating up, everyone's on edge, and then this fan just loses it. He's not just trash talking, he's wishing harm on Clark. We're talking nasty stuff, like hoping she breaks her neck. Can you believe that? And get this, after spewing all that hate, he's bragging about it to other fans. Talk about zero remorse.
Did a good job of valuing possessions, and that's a bright spot for us. And of course, we had a decent start, that kept us in the game. Excel off the ball. She's a scorer. She can score the ball, whether it's inside, outside.
Now, CaitlincLark isn't just any player. She's the rookie sensation, the one with the insane shooting range that's got everyone buzzing. But with all that fame comes pressure. Imagine being in her shoes, you're trying to prove yourself in the big leagues, and now this happens. The Connecticut Sun organization, they were in a tough spot. How do you handle something like this? It's not just about one bad fan anymore. It's about player safety, respect, and what the WNBA stands for. Other players and fans were shocked. I mean, we all know sports can get heated, but this crossed a line. Here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just a one and done thing. It sparked a whole conversation about fan behavior in the WNBA. People started calling for stricter rules, better security, more protection for the players. It's like this one incident opened up a can of worms nobody knew was there. And it's not just about Clark. Rachel Dementa pointed out how Clark's rise to fame has attracted some serious negativity. There's jealousy in the league, and some people just can't handle seeing a rookie shine so bright. You know what's crazy? This is bigger than just one game or one player. It's shining a light on what women in sports deal with all the time. Rising stars often face backlash from players who've been in the game longer. It's like they feel threatened by new success. Now imagine you're the coach. A rising star on your team is getting harassed. What do you do? Teresa Weatherspoon's decision turned heads and sparked a firestorm. Why would a respected coach choose silence in such a crucial moment? Let's talk about Teresa Weatherspoon, head coach of the Chicago Sky. She's not just any coach, she's a WNBA legend. But when this whole CaitlincLark drama went down, Weatherspoon's response left everyone scratching their heads. So picture this, the league's buzzing about Clark getting harassed, and everyone's waiting to hear what Weatherspoon's gonna say. But instead of addressing it head on, she goes with, what you want to be spoken about is the game, the skill, the talent, versatility, how hard we play. Wait, what? It's like she's trying to sweep it under the rug. You know how sometimes staying quiet can be louder than speaking up? That's exactly what happened here. Weatherspoon's non-response set off a firestorm. Players, fans, analysts, everyone was calling her out. They're all thinking, how can you ignore something this serious? But here's where it gets really interesting. This wasn't just about one incident anymore. It opened up a whole can of worms about the WNBA culture. People started talking about how some veteran players might be jealous of Clark's popularity. It's like high school all over again, but with million-dollar contracts on the line. Weatherspoon's silence didn't just affect Clark, it shook up the whole league. Suddenly everyone's questioning how safe players really are, especially the rising stars. It's like Weatherspoon accidentally hit a big red button that said expose league problems without even realizing it. And guess what? The Chicago Sky organization wasn't having it. They looked at Weatherspoon's response and thought, nope, this isn't how we handle things. It became the last straw for them. Can you believe a coach could lose their job over what they didn't say?
We have to walk out on the floor and know what's on the board. You have to walk out and execute what's on the board. So that's, and I think tonight she did a heck of a job of making the adjustment and scoring the ball when she saw the opportunity. She took full advantage of it. An issue that we have to take care of, and we'll do a little bit more of it to make sure that we are capable of executing down the stretch.
This whole mess shows how one moment can change everything in sports. Weatherspoon probably thought she was keeping things cool by focusing on the game. But in reality, she was telling everyone that harassment isn't a big deal. And in today's world, that's a game ender. Remember how Michael Jordan faced intense scrutiny in his rookie year? Well, Caitlin Clark just got her Jordan moment. And the fallout is reshaping the WNBA faster than a fast break. The Chicago Sky's response? Let's just say they decided to rewrite the playbook on how to handle controversy. And trust me, no one saw this coming. The pressure on the Chicago Sky was intense. After that fan incident with Caitlin Clark and Weatherspoon's silence, everyone was watching. What would they do? How would they handle this mess? It was like the whole league was holding its breath, waiting for the next move. And then, boom, the Sky dropped a bombshell that no one expected. Teresa Weatherspoon, the WNBA legend, the coach everyone thought was untouchable, fired. Just like that. It happened so fast, people were still trying to process the news while the Sky were already packing up Weatherspoon's office. You're probably thinking, wait, they fired her over this, and you're not alone. The decision sent shockwaves through the league. I mean, firing a coach after just one season? That's not something you see every day. But the Sky weren't messing around. They wanted to send a message loud and clear. Player safety and respect come first, no matter who you are. But here's where it gets really interesting. The Sky were already struggling before all this went down. They were on a losing streak, and now they just fired their coach. It's like they decided to burn the whole house down and start over. Fans were split. Some were cheering the decision, saying it was about time someone took a stand. Others, they were worried this would just make things worse for the team. You know what's crazy? This whole situation with Caitlin Clark is starting to look a lot like Michael Jordan's rookie season. Yeah, that Michael Jordan. Back then, he faced so much hate from other players. They were jealous, threatened by this new kid who was changing the game. Sound familiar? Austin Rivers, a former NBA player, hit the nail on the head. He said, "Now this woman comes along and brings the world in and is now giving you all the proper attention and respect." It's like Clark is shaking up the WNBA the same way Jordan shook up the NBA. And just like with Jordan, not everyone's happy about it. But here's the thing, the Sky's decision to fire Weatherspoon, it's more than just about one coach or one player. It's sending a message to the entire league. It's saying, hey, we're not gonna sit back and let players get harassed. We're gonna do something about it. It's like they're setting a new standard for how these things should be handled. Alright, let's recap this wild ride. A fan went too far with Caitlin Clark, Weatherspoon stayed quiet, and boom, she's fired. The WNBA's not messing around. They're looking into the whole thing, trying to make sure it doesn't happen again. It's like they're saying, not on our watch. But here's the thing, sometimes it takes a storm to clear the air. This mess, it's got everyone talking about how to keep players safe. The league's stepping up, and it's not just talk, they're cooking up new ways to protect their stars. You know what's cool? We can all be part of this change. Next time you're at a game, spread some love, not hate. Cheer for your team, but respect the other side too. Because at the end of the day, a stronger, safer WNBA, that's a win for everyone.